couple of weeks ago, we were hanging out here at Jeep Rodgers YMCA in Northeast Columbia to learn about swim safety. Well, now we're back here to talk about, well, now that we know how to swim, let's talk about the do's and don'ts, and we're clearing up so many myths when you get in the water. So today we are joined by Grace Holstein. She is the aquatics director here at the Y. Grace, thank you so much for letting us stop by.
Absolutely, thanks for coming.
Of course. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the do's and don'ts when it comes to going in some public pools, the lakes. When you are out and about this summer, what are some things that we should do and things that we shouldn't be doing?
So right off the bat, we have a couple of do's and don'ts. We don't want to run on a pool deck because it's slippery, and we don't want to jump on people or roughhouse too much. But more for the do's, we do want to listen to the pool rules. We do want to listen to the lifeguards. We do want to wear life jackets when we need them, and we do want to make sure we have lots of fun and keep it safe.
Yes, and of course, when you are going out and about, we cannot stress this enough. What, like sunscreens and hydration, right?
Yeah, we want to make sure we're wearing our sunscreen, especially when we're outside at those pools. Make sure we're refreshing it every few hours and keeping hydrated.
Also, we have to talk about this. A big topic of discussion just recently, what happened at Lake Murray was that lightning strike. So, Grace, what is some of the things that should happen if a lightning storm or something is happening and you are in the water? What should we be doing?
Yeah, so first of all, we want to make sure we keep our eyes on the weather anytime when we're out on the water. If a lightning storm comes out, you want to get out of that water as soon as possible and find yourself some shelter. Here at the YMCA, we have a couple of policies for lightning. For all of our outdoor policies, it is 10 miles. So if lightning is within a 10-mile radius, we make sure we evacuate our pools. So that goes for our splash pad at our northwest location and the water park down in Orangeburg. The rest of our pools follow a 5-mile radius. So for outdoor water, that surface of the water can conduct that electricity as far as that water goes. So even if you're not right by that storm, you still are at risk for getting hit by lightning. And at the indoor pools, some people think that it's not that big of a deal, but the metal components of a pool can actually help conduct that electricity too, which is why we close at the 5-mile radius.
Honestly, I just thought you're going to be okay in an indoor pool, but it's actually not. The opposite, because there is so much metal here.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so then let's go ahead and talk about, if we're going to talk about myths, right? I got a big myth for you. We need to just clear the air at this point. Can I eat and then jump in the pool, or was my mom right all along that I had to wait 30 to 45 minutes?
So you can get in the water after you eat, but we do want to wait a little bit of time to make sure that food settles. It's not good to do any strenuous activity after eating a big meal for risk of upsetting your stomach.
Okay. I guess technically my mom was right. Yeah, I guess technically mom is right, because ultimately you want to make sure that you are staying safe and you're also healthy. Is that right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this, clearing up any myths here. If I'm going out and about and I'm outside, or even I'm here in the pool and I'm running, which we cannot be doing here in the pools, and I do fall and I do have a scrape and I do have a cut, what are some safety precautions that we should be doing? Can we jump in the water? How do we help ourselves with these bandages?
So first we want to make sure that that is all disinfected, bandaged up, and then you can get back in the water. There is a difference between like open water and pools though. You know, pools have that chlorination to help clean the water, whereas your open water, your rivers, lakes, and oceans, they're not going to have that chlorine. There is a higher risk of infection when you swim with an open wound.
Okay, and also the severity of the wound, right?
Yes, yes, definitely the severity of the wound.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a paper cut, you should be okay, and just being able to do that. So really quickly, Grace, what is your best takeaway for parents and kiddos this summer? What should they be taking away before they go out either in a public pool or the lake this summer?
So the best thing to take away is going to be just knowing your general safety rules before you go to wherever you are headed. So if you're headed to a public pool, make sure you figure out those pool rules before you get there, or make sure you do that before you get in the water. Listen to those lifeguards. If you're at a lake or a beach, make sure that you have your life jackets and flotation devices and any other safety equipment you might need.
I love it. Just making sure that you're safe so you're having fun out there on the water. Grace, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for letting us stop by back here at the Jeep Rodgers YMCA. We do appreciate you guys. Of course. Alrighty, you guys. We have a lot of stuff that we just covered, and hopefully we cleared up a couple of myths for you. So we're going to be putting all of these tips on our website at WLTX.com, so you can always refer back to it before you jump in the water.